Hi, good morning. A little bit late starting because we had some technical issues, but you know what? That's not in my control. So I'm not tripping. I'm not sweating that. Not at all. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well the day after election day. I hope that you voted because, woo wee, some things are happening out there. If you don't stand up and exercise your right to have a say, you're going to look one day and we won't have one at all. They're trying to get us there. So that's it. So what I'm going to talk about today is a lesson that's going to transfer from reading and into writing, and that we it's something that we use every day. Um, oh, before I get started on that, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Starting next Wednesday, let me share my screen with you. Starting next Wednesday, a week from today, we will be having live reading classes. I want you to come in. That is so freaking small, right? In person, if you go into classroom for reading, you'll see it. So, what I want you to see is this note I made this morning that right now, while we're offering math and writing in person here at 400 West Ave, I'm going to start live reading class every Wednesday from 11:30 to 12:30. Please call me, come in. Here's my number, 585-510-4786 if you have any questions. And also, how do you reach Mello? Let me show you. ABC Reading says what? Melody Hudson. Email melodyhudson.abc@gmail.com. Cell 585-514-3840 and office phone 585-510-4786. Next Wednesday and every Wednesday after, unless we on break, right? Live reading. Come in, get this information in person, be able to ask questions. Let's get prepared, right, for these tests. The last test that we had Friday, we had half of the participants pass. Okay, half, 50% passed and are going on and doing things they need to do for themselves. Half need a little bit more work. And I think in person makes a difference. I want to see your face in the place, y'all. So, what I'm going to talk about today is something called nuance. And if we've never heard the word nuance before, I think the first thing I want to do is do what? If this is a word I haven't heard before, it's a word that's not commonly used. So, the first thing we need to do is go to our who. We are going to go, I got too many things happening here, to our dictionary, right? You should have it saved up here. I don't know why I don't. I thought I did. Dictionary.com. I'm going to look up that word because I don't know what you're talking about. You're telling me something new. Dictionary.com. I'm going to check this little star up here in the right corner. I'm going to save that bookmark. Oh, okay. So I have it under reading. So I'm going to type in this word nuance. 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 What does this word mean? It's a French word. It would be pronounced nuance. Nuance. And what does it mean? A subtle difference or distinction in expression, meaning, or response. Or a very slight variance between color or tone. If I were to use this word in a sentence, um, there's a big there is a big rock heading toward the Earth. There, asteroid. There's a rock heading toward the Earth. There is a huge asteroid barreling toward the Earth. Um, what is? Can you tell already in the meaning? that I'm talking about different things and you get different pictures in your mind, right? So, okay, give me this word. Um, Synonyms for nuance. No, thank you. Give me some synonyms for nuance. Okay, the dictionary just went bye. What did you do, dictionary? I don't know, but I've been having problems all day. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to go on to this. Let's take a look. So we have these three words in a row. I was supposed to, you cut them out and make little cards. We don't need to do all that. Okay. But let's take a look at our words in yellow: big, huge, and gigantic. You already picturing something different in your mind with each word, right? Then we have good in blue, great, perfect. When you go from good to perfect, that's a pretty good place to be, right? So I'm pleased. I'm pleased with my test scores. I am happy about my test scores, and I am thrilled that I got it all right. I am thrilled. I'm over the moon. How about if I give you that one? So then we have whispered, said, we're looking in green now, and screamed. You have these all, you immediately switch gears in your mind when you get these different words: run, jog, gallop, warm, hot. It's burning me. So we know the difference. That's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what we're talking about when we use the word nuance. So let's take a look at this. Um, let's take a look at this worksheet together. So shades of meaning: strong words versus weak words. When we're writing, we want to always have the strongest word we can to fit this scenario. Um, when you are writing, say, a persuasive essay, an argumentative essay, you want to have the strongest words that you can use. So, how do I get this skill? You need to read more, read everything, read every day. Remember WashingtonPost.com? New York Times is being a little stingy. LA Times will let you read a little bit. You can also find ebonyjet.com. Read, y'all. Just read. For those of you who say that you don't like to read, what is it that you like to do? Find a car book. I don't care what you're looking at. Car magazines, when they're describing new models of certain cars, the language that they use, they almost make the car sound like a person, sexy, smooth, right? They use those kinds of words, and that gives you different shades of meaning. So let's take a look at our worksheet. We're going to wrap it up on time. Um, some words mean almost the same thing, but they are different. One of the words may be stronger or express more emotion or action. The other could be weaker or express less emotion or action. So, what you need to do is figure out the language that fits, right? And the more that you read and the more that you write, that becomes easier. So, here's an example: I think the bus goes to the library. So if somebody asking you because they need to be somewhere and you say, I think the bus goes there versus I know the bus goes to the library. I don't need you thinking and I'm over here lost somewhere, right? If you don't know, you need to say, I don't know if the bus goes to the library. I'm not sure at all. Nope, I don't know. So think and know are two similar words, but to know something is a stronger word since it has more conviction. I'm more sure than to think, right? So in part one, you want to fill in the blank each sentence with a word that has a stronger meaning. And let me open this with Google Docs so I can do the first one in each section, and the rest is for you. And look at this. This is what it's been doing. Slow as you want to be. So I can edit. Okay, now I can edit. So part one asks to fill in the blank. I wish I could make this bigger, y'all. I'm sorry. So, no, that's not it. Sorry, that's not it. So, fill in the blank in each sentence with a word that has a stronger meaning than the word. They're checking the grammar. So whoever wrote this paper did not check their own grammar. So let's look at this again. Fill in the blank in each sentence with a word that has a stronger meaning than the one in parenthesis. So she said, don't answer the phone. She, what? I'm going to say she shouted, don't answer the phone. I think that means something different, doesn't it? If she's shouting, don't answer the phone, then something's going on, right? Carl liked to stay inside during the cold weather. What's a stronger word than the word cold? What is stronger than that word? Um, I'm going to use frigid because I am cold natured and I don't like what's coming to us. Don't make me. You can't make me. I don't like it. Frigid. The weather is frigid. Make it blue. I want it blue. Okay. So the next ones are yours. Let's look at part two. Part two, and I am so sorry this is not bigger, but when you click on the document, you can see it. And you can just fill these out on your in your workbooks and your note paper. And what do I have? Because I never leave you hanging. You know that. I love you. I gave you the answer key. So here's part two. Fill in the blank with in each sentence with a word that has a weaker meaning. Uh-oh. Let's make sure we follow directions and give what they ask us for. So I'm just gonna bold that. Um, wait, part two. I asked you simply. There we go. It has a weaker meaning than the word in parentheses. Okay, so here she said, don't answer the phone. What could be weaker than to say don't answer, than to say she said don't answer the phone? What if she don't answer the phone? Don't answer it. I'm gonna type my word in. She whispered. She whispered, don't answer the phone. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna use that word because I believe that to be a mild word than the one that we used before. It's milder than said. Do you agree or disagree? I think it's a milder word. Okay, then next, the cat likes to stay inside during the cold weather. So if you're telling me it's not that cold, right? It's not that cold, Melody. So what would we call it then? Could we maybe call it cooler weather? The cool weather? We could call it the cool weather. The cat liked to stay inside when it turned cool. And the weather we're having today depends on what you like, whether you decide to call it, oops, what is that mess? Whether you decide to that you like it or not. To me, it's cold. Somebody else may say, oh, it's cool and I love it. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to complete that sheet. And again, the way that you will see this used in writing a lot of time. Say someone gave us sports, and after what do you call it? You know, when you read the sports pages and they give you a recap of the game, you're going to see words like fierce defense, unrelenting, ungiving, didn't give up, right? Defense and shoddy, weak offense, pitiful, pathetic. You'll see those kinds of words, right? And meaning shades mean when you have a shade, you go from light to dark, right? Um, So if I'm looking at shades, right? I'm going from light to dark. Here are my shades. So when we do that with words, we go from words that have the lightest impact to those that have the strongest, that give the deepest emotions, right? So that's what we're talking about. Gonna stop here. Let that be the lesson for today. And I hope to see you Friday and then next Wednesday. Come on in. If you have questions, call, text, email. Let me know. Let me hear from you. That's all. Everybody have a great day. Take care.